Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Tilly and today I'm going to be filming the My Favourite Things tag. So I haven't done a tag video since I did the booktuber newbie tag, and as I've got a few new subscribers I thought it could be quite nice for you guys to get to know me better. So the first question is, who is your favourite musician or band? So I'm a big Taylor Swift fan. I've been listening to her music since her first couple of albums. It's really weird because she tends to release new music when there's big life events happening in my life. So a lot of the Taylor Swift albums bring me back to when certain things have happened. I also love Fleetwood Mac. My favourite song ever is The Chain by Fleetwood Mac. I also love Arctic Monkeys, but mostly their older stuff. AM by the Arctic Monkeys is one of my favourite albums. I just love pretty much every single song on that album. And I also love The Kooks. I find them just really fun, really chill. I would absolutely love to see any of these bands live. Unfortunately, I've never had the chance to. As you can imagine, they are all very, very expensive to see. The second question is, what are your top 3 favourite films? So whenever anyone asks me what my favourite film is, I always say Django Unchained. This is an absolutely fantastic film, which is a completely different take to slavery. The script, the characters, the acting, it's just phenomenal, and I just absolutely think it's incredible. How Leonardo DiCaprio didn't win an Oscar for his performance is just absolutely bonkers. Jamie Foxx is also absolutely incredible in this film, and if you haven't seen it, I would highly recommend, but just be prepared that it can be a little bit of a difficult film. It does have some gore in it, and also depending on your sense of humour, it might not be for you, but I absolutely adored it. The second one on this list is The Gentleman, which is a Guy Ritchie film. It was really, really hard to narrow it down to one Guy Ritchie film because I think he is definitely my favourite director. His directing style is normally very fast-paced, lots of action, really funny. He's just such a clever director. But yes, I did pick The Gentleman. It was really difficult to pick between The Gentleman and Snatch. Snatch is also a really good film. If you haven't seen that, I would definitely recommend that one as well. But The Gentleman is kind of like a gangster type film. Probably not my normal genre, but the way it's done, as I said, is just absolutely fantastic. It's got loads of really great actors. It's got Matthew McConaughey, Charlie Hunnam, Hugh Grant, but Hugh Grant in a role which is so unlike any of his other characters. I grew up watching Hugh Grant movies, so Notting Hill, Love Actually, and he just plays such a different character. It is just so funny and so fantastic. And then I couldn't not mention a Marvel film. As I've said in previous videos, I am a massive Marvel fan. So again, narrowing this down to just one film was really, really difficult, but my all-time favourite Marvel film has to be Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1. I love the story, I love the characters, I love Peter Quill, I love Gamora, I love Rocket. I think Rocket is probably my favourite. I love Groot, of course, but it's the music. The music of this film is just incredible. I love it so, so much, and it's always the one I recommend to people that maybe haven't watched Marvel films in the past but are kind of wanting to get into it. This is the one I normally recommend. The third question is, what is your favourite scent? So my favourite scent is Winter by the White Company. It just smells absolutely incredible. It's the best Christmas candle I have found. I'm going to be terrible at describing scents to you, but like I said, it is just literally Christmas in a candle, and it's just incredible. But it's not too sweet. It's mainly kind of like spicy, smoky. The White Company is very expensive, so I don't tend to buy this myself. I was really lucky and got this as a gift this year. My birthday falls kind of near Christmas, so normally I either get this for my birthday or for Christmas, and I do light it very sparingly to make it last as long as possible. Then number 4 is, what is your favourite Disney film? Now, I haven't really talked about it on this channel, but I do also love Disney. I'm desperate to go to Disney World. Like, I'd love to go to Florida. My boyfriend and I are looking to go to the California version because there's lots of Marvel, Star Wars, and it just looks really, really cool. I have actually been to Disneyland Paris. I went as a little solo trip and I did really enjoy it, but I do personally feel that Disney is something that is better to share with someone, so it'd be really nice to go to a Disney park with someone else. But again, it was really difficult to narrow down my top Disney films. So my favourite Disney film ever is Hercules. I just absolutely adore this film. I love Greek mythology and it's something that I read a lot of growing up, so this is why this one stuck out so much to me. I love all the Greek references. I also love the soundtrack. It's just so catchy. I love Megra and she's not your typical damsel in distress. I love Pegasus, he's just so cute. I love Hades, he's just such a mood. The second one on this list is actually more of a recent favourite, and that is Treasure Planet. I can't believe I didn't watch this growing up, as I love space, but I don't like space books. I don't like sci-fi, interestingly, but everything else, I love space things. But Treasure Planet, again, is a lot of fun. Love the characters. Jim Hawkins is just absolutely beautiful, and I do feel like this is such an underrated film, so if you haven't seen Treasure Planet, again, highly recommend. And then in the third spot is Moana. I absolutely love Moana. I love the soundtrack, I love the characters, I love the story, I love the vibes. I just love everything about it. It's just so good. Oh, and I love the chicken and the pig. It's just so good. Okay, so number 5 is what is your favorite season? So I absolutely love autumn. I love decorating my flat for autumn. I love those colder days where you can wear a jumper, have a hot chocolate, snuggle up and watch a cozy film. But I don't like being too cold because I actually suffer from Raynaud's, which if you don't know is just really bad circulation. So when I get cold, I get very cold. So autumn to me is perfect. Number 6, what's your favorite seasonal drink? So I'm one of those people that absolutely loves pumpkin spice lattes, and I think that goes back to my love of autumn. But yeah, there's just something about it. I can't wait for pumpkin spice latte season, and I have an embarrassing number of pumpkin spice lattes when that season rolls around. I also have recently discovered strawberry acai. I think that's how you pronounce it. If I'm pronouncing that wrong, please correct me in the comments. I'm pretty sure Americans have had it for ages, and it's only really recently come over to the UK, but it's just really nice and refreshing and the perfect summer drink, so I do really enjoy that as well. Number 7, what's your favorite item of clothing? So one of them is the jumper that I'm reading today. This is the Joni Avid Readers jumper. I also really love my Crescent City jumper that I was wearing in my last video, and I also love my Sarah J Maas hoodie, which has got all of the characters and the mountains, and I just think it looks really nice. And I like that it's subtle Sarah J Maas, so if you weren't a Sarah J Maas fan, you wouldn't really know. But yeah, it's just like a subtle nod to all of the characters in the world, which I think is really nice. Then number 9, do you have a favourite spot for reading? So the majority of my reading gets done just behind you on my sofa. I love curling up on an evening, reading a book with a blanket, and normally Luna on my lap. Sometimes my boyfriend Tim tends to play games while I read, so it's nice to kind of spend time together, even if we're not necessarily doing the same thing. But yeah, I'd say that's definitely my favourite place to read. Number 10, what's your favourite food or dessert? So I absolutely love Mexican food. I love burritos, tacos, enchiladas, nachos. I don't think there's any Mexican food that I don't like. And in terms of restaurants, I love Las Iguanas, definitely for the buy one get one free cocktails as well. I recently went to Oaxaca and really enjoyed that. And also last time I was in London, I went to Chipotle, which I also really enjoyed. At Chipotle, you can kind of build your own burrito or tacos. I also have a massive sweet tooth, so my favourite chocolate is Tony's, and I also absolutely love Biscoff. So if there's Biscoff anything, you bet I'm gonna go and try it. Number 11, what's your favourite time of day? So I wasn't quite sure of this one, but I think it probably has to be my evenings. As I mentioned before, I like finishing up work, doing some reading, playing a game, watching some booktube, or watching a TV show. Yeah, I'd say evenings are definitely my favourite. Number 12, what's your favourite colour? So I don't know if it will be any surprise to you that my favourite colours are yellow and also lilac. I have about 3 lilac jumpers and they all look pretty identical, but I just love them so much because, as I said, it's one of my favourite colours. Number 13, who are your top 3 YouTube channels? So I'm tactically not going to pick booktubers, as I literally cannot pick. Something you may not know about me is I also absolutely love The Sims. I've been playing The Sims since I was probably about 11, maybe younger. I've been playing since Sims 1, so I played Sims 1, Sims 2, Sims 3, Sims 4. I own the majority of the Sims 4 pack and I love all parts of it. I love create a sim, I love building the houses, I love making a family and taking care of them and then creating like a legacy. So other than booktube, I also watch some Sims YouTubers. One of my all-time favourites is James Turner. His videos are absolutely fantastic. Number 1, they are absolutely hilarious, but also he's just so clever with his videos. His storylines are always so great, his builds are really cool, and I love his catchphrases. The amount of times I say "let's go" is actually quite ridiculous. Another one of my favourite Sims YouTubers is Lilsimsie. I love her build videos, but I think I love her Let's Plays even more. At the moment she's been doing this night Nightmare Legacy Challenge, which has been a lot of fun, which involves so much drama. She's playing on what we call short lifespan, so the time it takes for the Sims to age up is actually quite quick, so the story moves really fast. And because it's a legacy challenge, so you have a different main Sim every generation, one of those series that you can kind of pick up and drop and kind of come back to. I kind of watch it religiously, but if you're interested in starting watching it, you could just kind of start now and that would be absolutely fine. And then the last YouTuber I'm going to mention also kind of technically does a little bit of booktube, and that is Lucy Wood. So Lucy, if you didn't know, is absolutely, again, absolutely hilarious, so witty, and I absolutely love her videos. So she not only does she do book related content, she does vlogs, home renovations. Like I've said in a few videos, I'm hoping to move soon, so I find the home renovation side of things really interesting. So yes, those are definitely the 3 I'd recommend, but as I said, it's so difficult to narrow it down. Number 14, what's your favourite musical or play? So my all-time favourite musical is a musical called Waitress, which has come over from America, and it follows a waitress, funnily enough, who finds herself pregnant, and it's all about how she navigates life with her 2 friends that are also waitresses. And it just, again, it is really funny, really witty. The songs are absolutely fantastic, but it also has a lot of heart. So yeah, definitely one I'd recommend. Another one I'd recommend is Six. So if you didn't know, Six follows the 6 wives of Henry VIII. However, it goes in more of a feminist direction. It's also all pop songs, not well-known pop songs, but pop songs that they've written specifically for the show. But oh my goodness, they are just so catchy. The amount of times I caught myself singing along to this soundtrack after I watched it was ridiculous. It's just so good and a feel-good musical, so I would highly recommend. And then the last one is the one that I always recommend to people, and that is Back to the Future. I loved the Back to the Future films growing up, and this musical basically takes the first film, adds music to it, also adds quite a lot of pop culture, and it just blew me away. The special effects as well are just incredible. So if you're not sure that you like musicals but kind of want to go see one, this is one that I would definitely recommend. And then the last question, number 15, what is your favourite place that you visited? So I love being by the sea, and I live in the south of the UK, so I love visiting Brighton. I went to uni in Bournemouth, so that's always going to have a special place in my heart. I also absolutely love Bath. So Bath is kind of like a historical city full of amazing bookshops. I went there for my birthday and absolutely loved it. Kind of funny that all of my favourite places all begin with B. So there you have it, the my favourite things tag. If you haven't done this tag and you'd like to do it, please go ahead and let me know down in the comments so I can go check it out. As always, if you enjoyed this video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next one. Thanks for watching. Bye guys!